Okay, I've been talking about this situation that happened. At the moment, I can't remember exactly how long ago it was. I would say about a month and a half, maybe. And I just put a video up this morning, made it public, that I had uploaded almost 10 days ago, somewhere around there. 8 days ago, a week ago. Let's just say a week ago. And it was an update, but I don't know how long after that. So I really don't know how long this is. This has been going on. But I wanted to give another update. And the update, sorry for the slow intro, the slow part. Now I got to go back and talk about it a little bit. And I'm gonna try to make it more fictional, hypothetical, kind of that where more people can relate to what it is or not. I would think maybe so. I was just saying it was some kind of business, like a spa, that had so many things in it, so many different kind of little businesses in that spa. Spa is a big one, and you had to pay a membership fee, which was not very high. I'm saying you, but it's just a universal you. And there's a membership fee, and they have so many different things that once you get in there, like you can even go somewhere to have coffee. There's a coffee place, coffee house inside of it, and there's a cafe, restaurant, whatever. But they also have things like they could have services like hair salon. They have the whole spa treatment kind of thing, and counselors, even a doctor. So many different things that you can do there. And so you think it's a great, great place. All right, and you go and check it out. Make sure you check it out a few times before you really buy into it. Maybe you can only check it out once or twice, but you get an idea. Check online, read the reviews and all that, and see that it's good. And so this place has employees. It has volunteers, and so many different things going on in it. And let's say that, so there's a lot of staff there, but they're all the staff of that one place. They're not independent. Every one of them is, like the cafe is, their staff is, the same. Okay. So say one day you go to the restaurant, cafe, whatever it is, and there's somebody extremely rude there. Narcissistic. Say you're supposed to pick up, get your coffee at the first place. I don't drink coffee, so yeah, but I'll still use that at the first window. But instead, they didn't give it to you. You've never been there before. You didn't know where they gave the coffee. And you go to the next place, the next window. They say, go to that window. And then you tell them, hey, I didn't get my coffee. Where's my coffee? And they act like you're trying to get more than you paid for, like you'd already drank your coffee or something, and you're just trying to get an extra one. Something bizarre like that happens. Or it could be that you were there to do some other service, and they just decided that, hey, we already did that. You already got your monthly whatever. That some things you bought packaged that you only get one a month or once a week, and you say, no, I didn't. And they say, yes, you did. And no matter what it is, they're trying to say you're trying to get more than what you deserve, when it's not you. Okay, you're not doing that. They're wrong. But they make sure, say one of the person, one person who is doing that is really vocal about it, really humiliating you in front of other people who are there, trying to point out you're flawed because you're trying to rip them off, and say it so loud other people hear it, and that's all kinds of wrong. We all know that. That is not good customer service. It can even be considered as defamation of character. It depends, that it's blaming the victim. So many things you could say it. And then that person you could even say is a bully. Now say you find out that person did do that to many people. Bullied, abused, whatever you want to call it. Many people. Okay, and then, before then you contact the big person, the person at the corporation, not just the manager there. You contacted somebody who works there, an employee. You told them what happened. You called the big corporation or whatever it is, the big owner, told them. Then they said that somebody at management level there would handle it, that they would speak to them, this kind of thing. And that person just tries to blame you and everybody else and admits that this person has bullied other people, but it's just out of the kindness of that person's heart, that they're just joking, and they're trying to make people happy through their joking. But some people just don't understand their sense of humor. That's blaming the victim or victims. Okay, now I did a whole video over that, but that's where I am at this point. Okay, so in my situation that I did videos about this, that's where I was when I made the last video, is that I had called, and it was so blaming me and the other people who were victims, because we don't understand that person's kind heart and that they just like to make people laugh. No, it was an abusive person, period. Okay, just chose some abusive person still. Okay, I had a phone call interruption, but I don't know if it took all of that clip. It's my second one so far today. Anyway, so that's where I was standing at, that I hadn't been there at that time. I said I hadn't been there in like over a month or more, and that I had spoke to that woman. And when she did that, when the woman I spoke to, who was basically a flying monkey, for this bully, but when I spoke to her, she sounded, how it is, they sound so sweet and so nice, and so, they're trying to be diplomatic, and, well, I have the kindness of his heart. Bull. That's a bunch of bull. But they're good. They're good at doing that. They're good at taking care of, taking up for bullies. But it could also be that she's good at taking up for the business, you see, and she probably might not even care about that guy, probably doesn't even know him, this kind of thing. But they're good at, trying to make people feel better about a bad situation. With that whole attitude. Anyway, when I hung up the phone with her, I thought, okay, I'm going to go back. I'll go back, and, I know what days the bully, is not supposed to be there. He doesn't work those days, so, which would make me have to, make me have to change the way I would want to do stuff, because of him. And the more I started thinking about it once I hung up, because, she was so convincing while I was on the phone. But after more and more I started thinking about it after I hung up, it was like, really? Seriously? Even the way that woman was driving with the car coming that way and me parked over here. But anyway, real life happens in the middle of a video. So I decided, I was going to go. But the more I thought about it, the more I said no. Because I have lived here this long, and I know the score. I know I've lived here for most of the past 20 years. I know the score here in Narcissismville. I don't call it Pleasantville. I'm the total opposite. It's Narcissismville. That if I went in, because I have a membership, I have to, use the card to get in, I could see it being flagged. So they would send somebody out to try to do something to me, to then blame me. I have seen this happen, heard this happen to people. Okay, not at that place. I hadn't really heard anything bad about that place when I went there, before I went there and experienced it myself. But I've heard this kind of thing happens to people. They will set you up so they can say you're not allowed to come back. Because that way, there's no way anybody else there is going to be able to harass you. You see, so you won't have more than one you can complain to the big person, the big wig. They'll find a way to blame it, turn it around, flip it, and blame the victim again. And this time, ostracize. Shun. Just say, you no longer are allowed here in our business. You are a troublemaker. That's what they're trying to do. I've seen it. So I thought, well, is it worth it? Is it worth it in any way, shape, form, or fashion? And my answer was no. Okay, I could go, I might, you never know, I might decide one day, I change my mind and say, hey, I'm going to stand up for my rights, and I'm going to go there, and I'm going to video it the whole time I'm there. That's right. They forget about stuff like that. And then put it up on YouTube. Yeah. But, yeah, I've actually done that before. I've videoed and I've put stuff on YouTube that I videoed the scene happening. I didn't make it public, but I let them know at the big office, the corporation, that I did make a video, and I put it up on YouTube, and I hadn't made it public yet. Okay, because they're not going to do that. This is what happens here. Like I said, I've known it to happen. And then the victim, not you, but the victim winds up having to change everything in their life. Winds up, they're losing, and they're just going on. They keep doing whatever they're doing to other people. And believe me, this is a huge part of the culture here. I did not give it that reputation. I just gave it that name to put on YouTube of Narcissismville. But no, the reputation, when I first heard about this suburb, I heard about its reputation, which was people had a high sense of entitlement and they were very narcissistic along this line. Of course, that's a generalization. Of course, it's not everybody, and it's really not the whole suburb. It's areas, I should say. It includes other suburbs. And this is north of Dallas. But, yeah. Anyway, I got off on that tangent. But, yeah, I'm wrapping this up. But I know what it is. And like I said, I might change my mind. I might decide one day that I feel totally different about it. Like I said, I might feel like I'm going to stand up for things and video it. So they'll know that I'm capable of doing that, and I have no problem doing so. Okay, and because, like I said, the money was nothing. It was really very little. But it's once you use the services, some of them you have to pay, like that. So, yeah, they'll get you some way or another. But anyway, or I might just say it's not worth it. I can find another one in the next town over that might be much better and much nicer people that don't live in Narcissismville. Could be. Or just say, screw it. Anyway. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. But have you dealt with something like that? Seriously. It puts you in this, this quandary, really, I guess, on what to do, what not to do. And you're just not certain. Anyway, I thought I'd update that. I'll talk to you on another video.